We haven't had a Merlin on this planet for nearly 300 years. After the mystery schools were closed, we also closed down the Merlin. Waiting, just waiting, not for an individual, but for a group. And that is why we assemble here today. You, my dear friends, are the new Merlins. You are the magicians. You are the magic, the shapeshifters, the time travelers. You are the ones who bring magic to energy. Merlin is going to be here in the next era of Shambhala for the next 10 years at least, being the energy magicians. Let's bring that together right now, perhaps with some magical music from Johann. Let's take a deep breath into the Merabh of the magic energies of Merlin. Some of you may wonder, are we really ready? Oh, indeed, as you come into your embodied realization, you start to really understand. You start to really understand the history of your last 10 years, why you've gone through the steps that you have, why you're now ready to be the new Merlins on the planet. No longer is there just going to be one who carries the title and holds the energy. Now there will be thousands and thousands. You could say the new Merlin is perhaps a facet of you. You could say the new Merlin is the human and the master integrated together. Magic simply means beyond the limited spectrum that most humans live in. That's it. Magic simply means that there is so much more than what most are possibly aware of, and it's right here. It takes no effort. It takes no work to be that Merlin. And that's what we're going to be doing, because, dear friends, you're going to realize that you're truly just energy. Magical energy. Magical energy. Take a deep breath, and in this moment, with this collective of the Merlins from the past joining each and every one of you, let yourself become part of this group. Let yourself become a Merlin, a magician, a time traveler, and a shapeshifter. You've chosen to stay on this planet in human form, and you certainly don't want to keep doing it the same way you've been doing it on the past. You want to have the freedom. You want to understand and use energy in a way that you've never done before. You want to break out of any of the old limitations, and that's what we're going to be doing from here on. Take a deep breath and feel into yourself. I am Merlin. I am Merlin. I am human. I am master. I'm divine, and I am also Merlin. Merlin, the energy master. Merlin, who understands that all energy, every energy they perceive is theirs. Merlin understands that they are the dance of energy on this planet, beholden to nobody, to nothing. Take a deep breath. I am Merlin, and let yourself join this esteemed group of individuals, most whose names you'll never know, but they've been the Merlins of the past. And they invite you now to join in with them. I am Merlin, the energy magician. Where we go from here, we're going to want to be that energy magician, developing that whole new relationship with energy. I am Merlin. Yes, indeed, the first Merlin was birthed at the death of Yeshua, to ensure that the stories would still be told, that the fantasies would still be there, that the imagination would still be open. The first Merlin was birthed to make sure that no matter what came to this planet, there would always be the magic, meaning the beyond, meaning more than just the regular human life. That Merlin was birthed as a result of great suffering on this planet. Yeshua, suffering, the whole human journey so laden with suffering, burdened with deep, deep suffering. So we, as the Merlins from the past, come to you as the new Merlins who join us and say, let us now all go beyond suffering. Let us go beyond suffering on this planet, beginning with you in your lives. Let us transition beyond physical suffering, suffering of the mind, suffering of the soul here on this planet. That's why we've waited until now, until the end of this past 10-year era, to come in. We've waited because it was important for you to have an understanding of energy. It was important for you to make not just one, but at least 3 commitments to staying here on this planet as embodied being, and now one more commitment to add on to that. The new Merlins go beyond suffering. Yes, others on the planet may still suffer and your heart may still go out to them, but you will be the standards who show them suffering is not meant to be. The human condition is not supposed to be about suffering. What was birthed in the time of Yeshua and his death and his crucifixion, all the suffering associated with us, we now rebirth that right here, beyond suffering in the human condition, and that is the new Merlin. That is the energy master. Take a deep breath and let this Merlin that you are go beyond suffering in the human condition. No more. It's deeply ingrained into the human mind and body, deeply ingrained that a human lifetime is generally one of a lot of suffering. We're going to take our magic and go beyond that. Some of you will hold on to suffering as you've held on to your ancestors, you've held on to abundance issues, as you've held on to lack of self-worth, but that'll dissolve away. Let's take a moment and just allow you as a Merlin to release suffering in the human condition. Feel it within yourself. I am Merlin. I am an energy magician. Suffering is no longer my experience, my life, my role. All the Merlins gathered together here today, all of us who have ever claimed that title in the past, we gather here together with you, the new Merlins. And like ADAMUS, we will be with you every step of the way. You continue to hear the words and the messages of ADAMUS, but now we join even him at each and every shoud, at each and every gathering, as the new Merlins, together with you. Let's take a deep breath. A good deep breath. Merlin has arrived. Greetings from here and beyond. We are Merlin.